Robinson upfield past the 50-yard line, down near the 47-yard line on the Youngstown side of the field. And Robinson continues to impress.
Feed the beast. Feed the beast. They have not stopped him yet. That's 2 plays, 20 yards, 10-yard apiece or better. Just keep going. Feed him.
So 1st and 10 for the Cobras at the 47-yard line. High snap. We're going to get a whistle, though. And I believe there will be a 2-minute warning here as we head towards the half. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Nina's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Your home for PAFL football is the iMedia One Network. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
Two-minute warning as we head to the half. Cleveland with a 6-0 lead over the Youngstown Patricians. Thompson in the shotgun. Now we have T.J. Johnson to his right. Johnson making an appearance here. Thompson sent a high motion. That'll be Knight on a quick pitch. That'll be Tyree Knight to the outside. He'll spin and turn. He'll get down to the 45. And that'll pick up just a couple of yards for the Cobras.
He should have either broke inside a little bit faster or tried to make that corner, because when he stopped to cut back, the defender was right there.
So I'll mark the ball at the 45-yard line. All that for just a gain of 2. Just about a minute and a half left here.
Faster or tried to make that corner, because when he
as we creep towards halftime here, Thompson in the shotgun, Johnson to his right. Receivers 2 by 2. 2nd and 8 for the Cobras. 1:09 left here, first half. Quick pass out to Devin Tufts. Tufts making his way upfield, and he'll be knocked out of bounds near the 39-yard line. And we got a flag on the play. This came after the whistle. And we'll see what the call is going to be. So, not real sure, to be quite honest. Whatever it's going to be a first down.
Wow, that's 15 yards.
I didn't see anything that I thought was egregious, but...
Well, maybe he was already out of bounds. I don't know. I did not see it. I didn't move up closer to the window where I could see what happened. It looked like he was just running out of bounds, so had to be a little extracurricular.
All right. So 1st and 10 at the 25. Thompson in the shotgun, Johnson to his right. Receivers 2 by 2. Thompson, pump fake, down the sideline, and Devin Tufts into the end zone. 25-yard touchdown pass. Thompson to Tufts gives the Cobras a 13-0 lead with 58 seconds left here in the first half.
That's exactly what they needed to do. That's a great job. You get down there, it's first down, you're able to go down and try something like that. You still got your great field position, probably definitely in field goal range. So first down, you're safe doing that. I'll tell you what, great job. It was a pump fake to get the two, and he was double teamed. They bit on that fake, and then he just walked around him. They were within 3 or 4 yards of him.
So Cleveland going into an offensive huddle here.
Well, I'm sure they're going to go for the 2 to make it 14.
Trying to recover the missed extra point off the first touchdown by Robinson. Just under a minute to play here, first half. So single receiver to the far side. Twin receivers to the near side. D'Angelo Thompson will be a stand-up tight end on the left. Send a man in motion from left to right to overload to right side. Quick pass out to the into the end zone. Going to be knocked away. And that's going to be where the score remains 12-0 with 58 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, all they did was they brought the receiver from the left side. They brought him in a hot position, and they did long motion with him. And all he did was run at the snap. He just ran a little quick flare to the inside, sat down, and then the other receiver went across and up, and he just overthrew him.
Good news is the Cobras get into the end zone on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Thompson to Tufts. As the lights come on here, overcast skies here, just about reaching the 8 o'clock hour. I think we might make it through without any rain here, but...
Oh, you did it.
Well, here's the good news, Coach. It never rains in the press box.
That is true.
We don't have to worry about that. Those days of worrying about that are over.
Rain gear and heavy gear and everything.
Yep. Ben Lyons setting this one up. So Lyons going to put a boot into this one. And it'll be picked up near the 10-yard line. Brought out to the far side. Bring it back towards the Cobra sideline. And knocked out of bounds. That'll be McElroy on the return with 47 seconds left here in the first half. Cobras with a 13-0 lead.
Yeah, I know it's tough in this league, but I stressed on all the time with special teams. We went over it, and the problem lies is these guys are not staying in their alleys. They're too busy worried about coming down there and making a tackle. Therefore, they squeezed too far out inside, and then they were able to get outside of him, and therefore he gets a great return.
So Patricians will have the ball at their own 45-yard line. 47 seconds remaining here in the first half. Twin receivers to the far side now. Single receiver to the near side. That'll be Ryan Royster. Patricians switching quarterbacks here. As the Patricians try to work something, a little bit of confusion here. Snap back to pass. Looking downfield, stepping up in the pocket. Fires downfield. And it's going to be, it's going to say, no, I believe that hit the turf. They're going to say that's going to be a catch with 38 seconds left here in the half. And I don't know, I think I kind of agree with you, Coach. I'm not sure about that one.
I think that was off the ground. Woo, I'm not sure on that.
So he sold that one, Coach.
Me and Dave Clark are going at it right now. He said he caught it. I said he didn't.
Hard to believe coming from a defensive back that he would even say that. But the officials are going to say it's a completed pass. 38 seconds left here. Timeout called. We'll keep it right here as we head towards the half. And, of course, we will have the voice of the Racine Raiders, Don Wadowitz, at the half. I'll talk about some Racine Raiders football there, Coach, and a team we actually listened to a lot on the way home from Cleveland.
Now, Cleveland has got to tighten up here. 38 seconds. You got first down on about the, I'm going to say about the 14-yard line. So let's see what happens. They got to tighten up here. If they hold them here, that's going to be a great job. And then they get the ball coming out in the second half.
So 38 seconds left here, first half. Cobras with a 12-0 lead.
Just got to watch that quarterback draw, because when they give him that empty, what do we got going on here?
All right, so the Patricians going to run one on the field late. All right, actually going to be a wingback with the lineman number, L.J. Rosa, rolling down to their left. Open field, going to take it himself and brought down. Matt Federer going to chase him down. He's going to bring it down near the 5-yard line. Clock continues to run.
We got a penalty.
And
we got holding.
And holding coming in from the far side. Coming in from the head linesman. And after a great run and a set of Patricians trying to get back to the line, and we have said this before, hold the phones.
Yeah, hold the phones, Bob Roth. But there looked like when he broke this way, I did look like there were 3 Cobras, and it looked like the one guy got held, and I didn't get a number or anything, and I didn't think he saw it, but he saw it. I mean, it wasn't a big tug, but he grabbed him.
So ball will be back at the 24-yard line. They can't get a first down at the 3. As they'll snap this one, McElroy back in a quarterback, fires down into the end zone. It's going to be knocked away. Terrell Lively defensively for the Cobras. With 4 seconds left, the clock will stop. And a great defensive play by the Cobra safety.
Well, you know this is going to be coffin corner. They're going to probably bunch 3 or 4 up on one side, and hopefully they do it. I don't know if the quarterback's going to be able to run on this one. Probably doubt it because it's too far away, but he's going to try to definitely throw it up in the air.
Oh, have to go to the end zone here with 4 seconds left.
Okay.
Cleveland will take a timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Take their second timeout.
We get ready for the halftime here in Lakewood. Stick around here. We'll talk a little bit of PFL playoff action. We'll talk about some Racing Raiders football. Thanks to the invention of the internet, we can listen to the Racing Raiders on the way home. They're taking on the Motor City Mustangs, I believe, this week. I apologize if I'm wrong on that. Motor City Rams.
You were close.
I was close. So 4 seconds left here. McElroy in at quarterback. 3 receivers to the near side. Twin receivers to the far side. Have an empty backfield for the Patricians. 4 seconds before the half. Stepping up into the pocket. Fires downfield. It's going to be picked off by Cleveland. Tamir Stevens returning this one out to the 15-yard line, and that's how we win the first half. Here in Lakewood, the Cobras, they'll go into the locker room with a 12-0 lead. The Cobra defense again stands up, actually bails out the offense.
Yeah, there's something like that. Absolutely, and here's the best part. Cobras get the ball coming out in the third quarter, so I believe that if they get the ball, go down, do what they need to do, down 3 scores. Now, there's a whole lot of game left, but they've done a great job. Their defense holding them out, so.
Halftime here in Lakewood. We're going to step aside for a break. When we come back, give you a scoring recap, and we will bring you that special interview with our own Mark Means and the voice of the Racine Raiders, Don Wadowitz. All that and more coming up here on Western Reserve Radio, a part of the iMedia One Network. We're back right after this.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Nina's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
The stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
Halftime continues here in Lakewood as the Cobras take a 12-0 lead into the locker room. Scoring went like this. First quarter action, 8:45 left, first frame. It will be Jishan Robinson, 8 yards into the end zone for the Cobras touchdown, and we'll give them a 6-0 lead. Lions would not convert on the extra point. Second quarter action with just 58 seconds left. It will be Dave Thompson hitting Devin Tufts on a 25-yard touchdown pass to give Cleveland the 12-0 lead. They would not convert on the 2-point conversion attempt. And that brings us to the score of 12-0. Overcast skies here, still humid, but hopefully we're going to be able to avoid any excitement here weather-wise as we get ready for week 1 of the playoffs soon coming up here. Again, if the Patricians win today, they will be in the 3rd position. And the Cobras will move to 4. If the Patricians cannot pull this out, they will head home for the season, and the Cobras will move on in that 3rd position. As we said earlier, our own Mark Means had an opportunity to speak with the voice of the Racine Raiders, Don Wadowitz, and this is what he had to say about all the action going on there in Racine as they are entered just what I believe they're almost their 60th year in action. They're over in Wisconsin.
Halftime Cobras and a special guest to join us at halftime, the lead broadcaster for the Racine Raiders professional advancement football team. Don Wadowitz is with us. And Don, boy, you guys really run a professional act there and have done it for a long time in Racine.
Yeah, hey Mark, thanks for taking some time with me during halftime of your game here. And that's one of the things that we've always prided ourselves on. Our current president of our board of directors, when he came in about a decade ago, maybe a little bit longer, he said, I want to look to the Green Bay Packers and see what they do as a community-owned team. We're a community-owned team. Obviously, we're at a different level, but look at what they do and kind of bring that into our operations, how we carry ourselves, and how we portray our image to the community and to the country. And we really kind of view ourselves as a shining light in this level of football. And we try to work with other teams to help them to elevate what they are at this level of football, because we see a future for this level, and we see a lot of teams, you've been around for a while, a lot of teams come in and they don't necessarily see that vision, have that vision. And we're trying to help teams. We often say, hey, we have the rest. We've got it here in Racine. It's worked for 70-plus years. We're a successful organization that's highly touted, and we're willing to give you that recipe. Now, you need to be able to have some basic skills to be able to execute that recipe, right? And so we've had teams that visit us, and we walk them through the game day experience. We walk them through what we do because we're really vested in this level of football being elevated.
Now, it's interesting. You look back at the history of the Raiders. 1953 is when it really got going on an amateur level. The team I looked up is a 501c3, so really involved in the community and have done it for a long time.
Yeah, we were actually the first team at this level to get 501c3 not-for-profit status from the IRS, and that comes back to the late 80s, where we ended up going and playing in what was dubbed at the time a World Championship game against the Ottawa Bootleggers. And so we chose to travel to them to play that game in Canada, knowing that it gave us our best chance to be able to restructure ourselves as a 501c3 not-for-profit. And so went to Canada. It was very cold. Both the weather and the reception that we got from fans. A lot of the stories from that game that when we have our alumni night, a lot of the players that played in that like to talk about. They didn't want to play the national anthem, yet that was one of the contracted things that was there. And so the Raiders general manager at the time, the legendary Bob Milkey, who since passed this past year here, he sat there, he said, no, if this isn't happening, first the national anthem has to get played or we're not coming out of the locker room, and kind of really set the tone for that game. And it was a really great game in really bad conditions, but it really set the organization up for success in the future. And now there's several hundred at this level that end up having that 501c3 not-for-profit status, which really helps in a lot of ways. In Wisconsin, it helps us be able to provide health insurance for our players if they're hurt. We're able to take part in a state plan because we are a not-for-profit organization. So a lot of great things came from that, and once again, we're on the front edge of it, and we always try to sit there and look ahead, say, how can we stay on the front edge of this level of football?
You look at the success in the community, Don, but success on the field seems to be unrivaled with a couple of national championships the last couple of years, and you guys, you win a lot of football games, and you're not afraid to put some miles in as well.
Yeah, it's a big misnomer out there. A lot of folks say Racine doesn't travel or Racine doesn't like to travel, and they're right in that we don't like to travel because we have an original National Football League field. The Chicago Bears played their first game as the Chicago Bears there. The Green Bay Packers played games there against the Horlick Racine Legion. We draw fans that are really invested in the team and in this level of football, and it's a really fun atmosphere. And so, yeah, we like to bring teams in to experience that and to provide entertainment for our community. However, we do travel. There was in the Gridiron Developmental Football League a couple of years ago. We ended up having to go out to Syracuse, New York, and then Baltimore, Maryland in back-to-back weeks. And I put together the mileage. I've looked at what other teams have traveled, let's say, since COVID, and I haven't found a team that has traveled as many miles as the Raiders. Now, the detractors will say, well, yeah, but you had 6 home games to only 4 road games this year. And what they don't look at is those 4 road games, 3 of them were to Detroit, 1 of them was to Findlay, Ohio, whereas you look at other teams, a lot of other teams, they're able to travel within an hour or 2 hours. They're not traveling 6 hours one way to be able to play a game and bringing 45 to 60 players to those games. So it's a little bit of a misnomer there, but yeah, we've had a lot of success. The longest in our franchise's long history ended against the Detroit Ravens earlier this year, and it's been a little bit rough of a season with injuries and such. We've picked up a few losses, but now it's playoff time, and some guys have gotten healthy, some key pieces, and we'll see what happens for us tonight in Detroit, Dearborn Heights again against the Motor City Rams, but hoping that we have another trip back to Detroit next week to play the Detroit Ravens.
You mentioned a couple of those teams, PAFL teams that the league, the Patricians and Cobras are in. The PAFL reforming this past off-season has developed into a nice league that seems pretty competitive so far.
Yeah, very competitive league. Flag City, despite the outcome, they're always a tough out.
You know what? We've talked a lot over the years with similar backgrounds in high school, semi-pro, and Division III broadcasting, but this is the first time we've actually really been able to get together and talk, so appreciate a few minutes of your time to do this. Safe travels. Good luck on making another trip to the national championship, Don.
Hey, thanks, Mark. Good luck with what you have coming up with the Patricians and with Grove City and everything. Looking forward to following what you're doing out there.
We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll get ready to begin the third quarter here on Western Reserve Radio 2, Western Reserve Radio on the iMedia.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
I'm 54, so basically, it's too late to start saving for retirement, right?
Not right. Starting to save, even in your 50s, can really make a difference.
Well, right now, saving seems hard to wrap my head around. Plus, with the way this year's been going...
Hey, listen, it's okay. You still got this. Just go to aceyourretirement.org. It's an online tool from AARP that can help you get your retirement savings on track no matter your age. It's free and only takes about 3 minutes.
I like 3 minutes.
Yeah, at aceyourretirement.org, you'll chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer a few questions and you'll get a personalized plan and tips to help boost your retirement savings. Tips that are easy to understand and tailored to your lifestyle.
I like that too.
Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back. Just head to aceyourretirement.org and make your plan to start saving for retirement.
Thanks.
That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Someone's got to set the tone out there, boys. Someone's got to
The station that sets the tone for Youngstown Phantoms hockey is Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
Back here in Lakewood as we get ready for third quarter action. The Cobras with a 12-0 lead over the Youngstown Patricians. And, of course, we had an opportunity to hear from Don Wadowitz, the voice of the Racine Raiders coach. And again, we listened to some of the games on the way home, and a lot of good things going on out there. They have been a pattern for a lot of teams around the country.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, I'm sure there's guys that either played major college or big league that are there or possibly getting looks at. So, I mean, they've been in business, what, 65 years?
Nearly, yeah, I think that right around that 60-year mark, which is impressive. And, of course, they are run by a board there, and a lot of versions of the Racing Raiders out there. They are now taking on the Motor City Rams as we get ready for third quarter action. This one, we're going to get a whistle as soon as the ball was kicked. And we'll see what the call is.
We had I'm thinking they had a gentleman on the field running across. That wouldn't have been good.
What a vision that would have been to look there and have 11 guys running your way.
Well, it's one of the guys that are doing the stick. He probably had to get some water, and that wouldn't have been good for him because he looks like a decent-sized guy from here, but I'm next to these guys. They're big.
All right, so we'll give this one a second shot here. Clock still shows 15. Up there is Jim Moody will give him the signal. This time we'll get a end over and Ken Short picked up by Tamir Stevens, brought out near the 40, and he'll stiff arm and brought down near the 43-yard line, and that's where the Cobras start off 1st and 10 as we begin second half action here in Lakewood. Cobras looking forward to week 1 of the playoffs. Patricians fighting for their 2025 season.
Yeah, and I was talking to a couple players down there at halftime when I was buying a Pepsi and a cold drink. And I was telling them, I said, you guys are doing a great job. You guys got to keep it up and can't let this go. And then I was able to talk to Ben Lyons and some of those guys. And I also talked to Copper Rider, and he said to me, well, Coach, it was a little bit tough today. They're right on me.
Yep, trying to get that good turn, get the good field position. They've done that. As now we'll go to the pistol formation. Be T.J. Johnson to the right. To the right of Thompson. Robinson the tailback. He'll give it to Johnson. Johnson going to fight his way past the 45. May give him credit to the 46. And it'll be 2nd and 9 now for the Cobras.
Yeah, George Friedman Jr., he shot a gap. And unfortunately, we just couldn't get, after getting the ball, we just couldn't get it in gear because he was right there to make the tackle.
Yeah, so. Friedman, we heard his name a lot in the first half of the season. He's kind of tapered off here, has gone a little bit cool, but from time to time, you'll see flashes. As Cleveland now, second, actually going to say a 2-yard pickup on that last play. But this time, Thompson in the shotgun, Johnson to his right, Robinson the tailback, twin receivers to the near side, some movement up front, no flag. On the option, he'll get it out to Robinson. Robinson cutting back to the inside. He'll cut back to the 45, and no gain on the play for the Cobras. That'll bring up 3rd down for Cleveland, and maybe one too many dance moves there, Coach.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to point out, Jim. You make that one cut, you plant the foot, you make the cut. You can't dance around when you got guys chasing, especially when you're going from outside back into the interior. Those guys are screaming after you, so that wasn't going anywhere. You may have got a yard on it.
So ball at the 46-yard line. 3rd down now for Cleveland. 13:30 left here, 3rd quarter. Thompson waiting for the snap. Hard count. Trying to pull off the Patricians. He won't get him this time. He'll move Johnson out to the slot. Receivers 2 by 2 now with Robinson at the tailback position.
5.
So snap back to pass. Fires down the sideline and overthrew him. Looking for Matt Wise on the post pattern. Had him. And that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Jeff Cooper-Ryder to punt this one away for the Cobras.
Yeah, he rushed it a little bit. He didn't. They had it sealed up in the inside. He would have held that and didn't release it as fast as he did. He had him. He had plenty of time back there. He should have just put it right there, and unfortunately, he overthrew him.
So Matt Wise, who's had a great last couple of weeks, can't connect on that one. It'll be overthrown, but as now we'll have Landon Bates back to return for the Patricians near the 16-yard line. Cooper-Ryder on for the punt. Morris Dillard, the long snapper for the Cobras. Good snap, and Cooper-Ryder going to get this one away, and it's going to roll towards the end zone, and it'll be a touchback for the Youngstown Patricians. Cobras can't do anything with the first drive of the third quarter. Patricians now trying to find a way to stay in this game.
Yeah, now they have got to buckle down. They can't let them go down there and score. They got to stop them here, try to get that 3-score ahead, and make it tough for the Patricians.
Patricians, great foundation this year down in the Youngstown areas. They've had John Galbraith working the front office there, setting up some things there. And the Patrician record goes back to the 1910s. So as my understanding is, after the work that John Galbraith is, that these records for this team will now go into the archives of the Youngstown Diocese to continue that name from the 1910s.
Oh, that's pretty good. I was talking to John before the game. We were talking about, speaking of diocese, we were talking about all the church teams, and I told him I'm a St. Brennan's alumni. I played, and he laughed. He said, you know, all the churches had football teams, and I said, oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah, higher enrollment then is McElroy now in the shotgun. Hand this one off to the right side. He'll get past Morton, but he'll take a shoulder shot and be put down unceremoniously. And
T.J. Johnson, maybe, or someone?
No, I believe Jordan Eaton on the carry, and all he was eating was somebody's shoulder.
Oh, my Lord. I'm going to say T.J. Johnson on that came in there and
okay, so I think it was Nico St. Clair. We got 2 7s, Coach, of course. For some reason, we got double numbers everywhere. So,
yeah, I apologize.
But if you ask Eaton, that might have been 77. Who knows?
Yeah. Whew.
All right.
That's how you make a perfect football tackle. You just take that shoulder pad to him and hit and lift.
All right. So 2nd and 10, we're going to get a whistle as the referee wants to count them up, and they're going to say it's an illegal substitution. 12 players on the field. And, Coach, you can see over in the bunch formation on the right side with the receivers, there was a lot of people there. All right. So one player will have to leave. They'll move the ball back. And we'll have 11:33 left on the clock as it continues to run. Cobras with a 12-0 lead.
Yeah, you really can't do that. I mean, if you could try.
Can.
Well,
I mean, you know, you can.
But you got somebody back there always counting.
I'm not sure how it's going to,
Maybe that's why to give the double numbers. No, I'm 0.
All right, so give it a shot again. McElroy in the shotgun. They're going to overload to the right side this time. They'll bring one back. It'll be Eaton to the running back position. Back to pass is McElroy. Roll out to the far side, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. That'll go down as a sack for the Cleveland Cobras. And
that looked like Little John was over there.
We always seem to be mentioning his name.
Yeah. And it looked like Mormon was in on that, too. He plays nose, and
yeah, Mormon, he was pretty good for a big guy there, Coach.
Yeah, there's some big people in the middle of that line defensively.
All right, so 3rd down. They'll mark the ball at the 9-yard line.
I like the mixture, though, too, Jim. They really are running back and forth, which is great because you keeping them healthy and you keeping them nice and strong.
So 10-20 left here, 3rd quarter. Cobras with a 12-0 lead. McElroy in the shotgun. Running back to his left. 3 receivers to his left. Back to pass is Corey McElroy.
He missed him.
He'll step up in the pocket. Going to fire downfield. And it's going to be knocked away.
Great play.
Tamir Stevens defensively. There defensively for the Cobras. We have a Patrician down. And
uh-oh.
And it looks like, I don't know, Coach. The body language says
some deep breaths and bring the knees up to the chest.
All right, so we're not going to leave that on camera. We'll try to be a little respectful here.
Please.
I don't know if trainer Beth Betancourt wants to go out there and see if she can fix that.
Oh, that hurts.
12,
let me tell
12
you. Woo.
10:03 left here in the third quarter.
Dave Clark just said he didn't get hit and it hurt him.
Ryan Royster, the one who will head to the sideline and contemplate the future of his family. So we hope he is okay. And
yeah, we're not making light of it.
oh no, not
bad.
at all. You're laughing about it. I'm not making light of it.
I think we've all been
yes,
tapped there once or twice.
I think the mutual experience there.
Yeah.
You gotta wear a cup, son. You gotta wear a cup.
They don't do that anymore. Nobody does it.
Well, that might change. Fourth down here is Tyree Knight sets up around.
All right, what do we got?
All
here?
right, so I think the Cobras had a little issue with their people now as far as
we blew a timeout here.
All right, so 9:32 left here, third quarter. We're gonna step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football here. Oh, wait a minute. Are we gonna go there? All right, are we taking a timeout or not? I'm not. I got to be honest. I just don't know, Coach. I just don't know.
Well, I'm.
Okay, no, it looks like we're going to play on here.
Okay, I thought that they called a timeout.
All right, well, you know what? We'll save that timeout.
Okay, I'll circle that on my cheat sheet.
Special teams coach Shane Glover out there trying to get things squared away. Head coach Adam Rogerson looking a little bit more composed this week.
Well, he knows he's in the playoffs, but he still wants to win this game.
Snap is back. Kick is up, and he'll get a decent punt off as Tyree Knight will pick it up at the 40. Going to make one spin, and he'll be wrapped up near the 35-yard line, and that's where the Cobras will take over first and 10. 9:22 left here in the third quarter. Cobras with a 12-0 lead.
And Tyree, I talked to him, too, at halftime. He was standing there, and he told us, he said, you know what? He said, Coach, I owe you one. I go, no, you don't owe us one. You owe your team one. We're just up there watching you make plays.
He's about due, let's put it that way, because he doesn't go too long without a big play.
Absolutely.
So we talked about the Cobras. They start off the PAFL season 0-3. However, in recent weeks, really have evolved. It started with a win over the Mid-Ohio Patriots and kind of snowballed there. Even in a loss last week, Coach, the 30-24 loss to the Rams, you kind of felt like things were getting better.
I think they found their identity, and that's what it was. The team got together.
Robinson to the right of Thompson. Receivers 2x2. First and 10 from the Patrician 35-yard line. Thompson with the quick handoff to Robinson. Robinson with his shoulders square. Cuts left, gets upfield. And a great pickup for the young running back.
Let's say 6 yards on that. Yeah, they're going to give him 6 yards on that. That's great.
We'll see if they're going to. We'll move the sticks here. We'll call it second and 6.
Second and 4.
Or second and 4. Well, he gained 6.
Gained 6. You're all right. We understood what you meant. That's all right.
We're close.
Hey, he's in that vicinity.
That's right. Robinson's doing a great job. We'll leave it at that. So Thompson now, he'll keep Robinson in the game. Twin receivers to the near side. That'll be Tufts and Wise. Twin receivers to the far side. Angelo Thompson in there. Tight. He'll be a stand-up tight end, almost a wing. Give it to Robinson again. Robinson open. Square, going to cut left. And he'll get the first down for Cleveland inside the 25. 8:26 left here in the third quarter. And Cleveland moving on the ground.
Yeah, that was a 7-yard run. That was outstanding. Well, we got first down on that one. Great job by Cleveland. This is what they got to do. Just go down. Be patient. Run the ball, and they have. And go down there and score. Just keep running the ball. They have not stopped you yet.
They'll mark the ball at the 23-yard line, first and 10. Robinson will stand at the running back position. Thompson in the shotgun. 7:54 left here, third quarter. Thompson, quick pass out to Tufts. Tufts working to the inside, nowhere to go, and he's going to be wrapped up right near the line of scrimmage, and it'll be Trey Bell on the tackle. So no gain on the play. Second down now for Cleveland.
Yeah, well, Thompson's got to look at that. When they're up tough like that, to try to get that sidearm throw there and get it to him, that ain't me. Again, run the ball. You're doing good. So now you got second down, 12 yards to go. Again, manageable. But again, running the ball well, just keep running until they stop you.
So to go back to 3 receivers to the left of Thompson, single receiver to the right. That'll be Wise. Robinson will remain in the backfield. Some movement up front. Dre Carr at the right guard. Got a little bit of a head start. They'll knock him back 5 with 7:03 left here, third quarter.
I think he said it wasn't me.
And a true lineman will always deny.
Point to the quarterback, say it was his fault.
I've never held, I've never jumped.
Yeah. Yes,
I do believe we had one last week where 4 out of the 5 moved and the center didn't.
Never moved.
Yeah.
That's called getting a count down.
All right.
This is not good. We just added another. Now we're in Never Land.
Now they'll mark the ball at the 30. They're going to have to get to the 18 for the first down.
Get half. That's all you need. Get half.
Thompson now waiting for the shot or waiting for the snap. Back to pass. Looking downfield. Fires. Looking for a man. It's going to be almost intercepted. Devin Tufts turns defender, knocks it away. And for Cleveland, they take a shot downfield, but kind of maybe a short. Yeah, it was a little short on that pass. Easy for me to say.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, short stuff. Try to get just a little bit more. And then third down, you got maybe manageable. You got the field goal kicker that you know you can get it in there. So.
All right, so they're ball still at the 30-yard line. Again, they'll have to get to the 13-yard line, for a first down. As Thompson now in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his left. They'll move Robinson from his right hip to his left hip. Back to pass, steps up in the pocket. Under pressure is going to be brought down. And Robinson goes down. And that was going to be Mark Greer on the sack. It's been a lot of weeks since we've seen Slap Thompson put down like that, but nonetheless, it's going to be 4th down, and it's going to be a punting situation for Cleveland. Or was that 4th down? Excuse me.
No, that was 3rd
All right,
down.
I thought so. Just wanted to make sure. All right, so Jeff Cooper will come on and try to pin the Patricians back near their own goal line.
I hate to say this, but that looks like Pringle, and he's not wearing his number.
Yeah, it looks like there was almost a switch there.
Yeah, that looks like Pringle, so I think that was him.
Okay, yeah, I believe you might be right. So
I know the walk. I know it sounds silly, but I know my player's walks, and that's his walk.
All right, so Jeff Cooper Ryder back to punt as we have a train coming through. This would be more apropos if it was the Erie Express. Ball on the ground. Cooper Ryder looking to get rid of it. It's going to be blocked.
No.
And D'Angelo Thompson, the closest one to it. He'll cover it up, but nonetheless, doesn't matter. It's going to be a turnover on downs anyway. And the Patricians will get the ball 1st and 10. Near the Cobra 45-yard line. 4:36 left here, third quarter. The punt team has not been efficient today, for lack of a better phrase.
Yeah, I tell you what, that up front, I mean, they're just not doing a good job protecting. You got to give your punter at least, Cooper Ryder, at least a second. I mean, then it rolls back to him, and that ain't good.
The art of long snapping, coach, is kind of gone by the wayside, I think.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
All right. Maybe I can get on the roster here, Coach.
You probably could. The only difference is he rolled it back. You probably put it over his head.
So in what I would consider somewhat of an upset, the Erie Express get the 20-14 win over the Cleveland Rams. So interesting enough, as we'll have 4 receivers to the near side this time. Pass to the inside, flag on the play.
I think that's going to be a pick,
and an eligible man downfield.
Oh.
So now, how many people were on the line of scrimmage there, Coach? And I think there was a receiver inside that was on the line, which would have made him ineligible.
Yeah, ineligible. You're right. If you had 2 guys on the line, you can't do that.
So, indeed, it's going to be an ineligible man downfield. And the line judge saw that automatically. You see that flag came out.
Oh, right now, snap of the ball, it was flying.
As the receiver went downfield. So only the outside players are eligible. But I bet you don't have to tell them that.
No.
Not
if you're
anymore.
going to be inside, you got to be off the ball, which they should ask the official.
All right, 1st and 15 now for the Patricians. They'll mark the ball right at the midfield stripe. Twin receivers to the far side, twin receivers to the near side. Patricians moving right to left, back to pass. Under pressure, passes over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. Pass was intended for Corey McElroy, but didn't have enough on it. And Robert Littlejohn thinking, I could have gotten that one too.
Well, I thought it got tipped or knocked down or something because the way it fluttered. Because if that ball gets through, he had somebody running in, about a 10-yard in, and he was wide open.
I think you're absolutely right. I think that's exactly what happened, which would have made it a free-for-all, but
yep.
Second and 15 here at midfield. 3:32 left here, third quarter. Cobras lead by a score, 12-0. So 3 receivers to the near side. Back to pass, 3-step drop. Matea going to have a pass knocked down. Albert Picorni got his hands up there, knocked that one away. And bring up 3rd down now for the Patricians.
Great job by Picorni. I'll tell you what, he was in his face. He tried to throw around him, and he just knocked that pill down, and that's a great job by Picorni.
3:06 left here, third quarter. Dave's back here making me laugh. That's so unprofessional.
Hi, David. David is a large man. He is, 6 foot? And
he's about 6'6".
No.
Right around that 275 pound mark.
Wow. We just
hey,
want to make
when you're
you big,
5'8",
man.
everybody's tall. It doesn't matter. 2:40 left here, third quarter. 3rd and 15. I'll have to get to the 35 on the Cleveland side for a first down.
Be aware of him. Keep him. And that's what I like. They're keeping him. There you go.
Under pressure. He's going to be put down. It's going to be thrown over, and it's going to be eaten on the run, and he's going to be wrapped up right near the first down. And Matea with the over the head. He was going down as we have a Cobra down, holding on to his leg here. 2:09 left here. Clock will stop. And that's going to be a first down for the Patricians. And to say that was improvised, Coach, would be an understatement.
Well, his back was actually to the play, and as he was sitting down, he saw the receiver, and he kind of flipped it backwards over his head, and he hit the receiver right dead in the hands. And they got a first down out of it.
Jordan Eaton on the reception, just the way they drew it up.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure. That coach is probably saying exactly what I wanted you guys to do.
Been trying to do that all year. Why couldn't you do that earlier? All right. Ball at the 34-yard line. First down and 10.
Again, back in the day, you never saw stuff like that. You really didn't. Kozar occasionally would throw one underhanded into the end zone. He did that 1 or 2 times. But anymore, that's what you see. Mahomes, he's always throwing it under, behind his back, under his legs, all that stuff. More quarterbacks are doing that, but they're successful.
Quay Harris making his way off the field. Got a little bit of a limp there, but
as we say, he got a hitch in his get along.
So hopefully nothing serious. As he'll make his way to the sideline, no problem. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line after the circus-like play. Third quarter action here from Lakewood. Cobras with a 12-0 lead. Of course, you can catch this game also over on Western Reserve Radio 2.
The only thing that I say is you're letting this team hang around and making simple mistakes, and this is what could get you. You want to get this game.
Lightfoot will replace Barrico at the nose position. Matea in the shotgun. Now flip the tailback from the right side to the left side. Receivers 2x2, back to pass, stepping up in the pocket. Under pressure, he's going to throw it. It's going to hit the back of a lineman and head into the turf. And that pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for the Patricians.
That is a great job. I'll tell you what, that defensive line is all over them. They cannot stop them.
And you checked at halftime. We believe that's going to be Quentin Wells at the far end.
Yes.
So Quentin usually wears number 19, but he has the special number 50 Jesse Caldwell jersey today.
The thing what they're doing now on this defense with the 3-man front, they are squaring in. In other words, they're getting upfield. They get depth of the quarterback, and then they start squeezing, keeping that outside arm free, and that's what's helping them.
Receivers 2x2. Landon Bates will be the far side receiver. Toby Williams will be the receiver to the outside here. Some movement up front, and it's going to be a false start coming up against the Patricians.
Receiver on this side was downfield.
All right, so they're going to get Toby Williams for the infraction. That'll push him back 5. And they'll mark the ball at the 39. Under a minute to play here, third quarter. Cobras with a 12-0 lead. Kind of a golden sky right here as the sun goes down.
Clouds have cleared out. It's turned out to be good. They predicted some heavy storms, and of course we don't know what's happening in any old Y-town.
Here's the good news. Ryan Royster back in at the slot after that questionable, well, whatever. Matea taking a shot downfield, intercepted. Tamir Stevens. Stevens down to the Cobra sideline, and he's going to be bumped out of bounds, out past midfield. And with 19 seconds left, third quarter, the Cobras get the turnover. And all the work done by the Patricians for naught.
Yeah. Hey, bend but don't break, but he just heaved that up. It was a terrible throw. Way underthrown, and it was an easy pick. And it hung, too.
Actually going to mark the ball at the Patricians' 48-yard line. Cobras will be in plus territory with 19 seconds left here, third quarter. 2-touchdown lead for the home team. Of course, earlier the Erie Express with a 20-14 win over the Rams. Cobras get a win over the Express back in May. That was a long time ago, Coach.
Yeah.
So
sure
Thompson
seems like it.
in the shotgun. T.J. Johnson to his right. Receivers 2x2. Cobras moving left to right on your device if you're listening on the iMedia One Network app option. And he'll pitch it out, and it's going to be loose. And the Patricians are going to have it. And that option again comes back to bite them. And probably would have been better off keeping that on the option, but Trey Bell comes in, covers it up. And we have an exchange of turnovers.
They're letting them hang around, and that's not a good thing for the Cobras. Again, we know they're in, but we want to have that number 3 seed. Wow, I don't get it.
Cobra defense back on the field with just 12 seconds remaining, third quarter.
They're better off if they can't get this pitch down. They're better off running stretch. It's the same thing, only the quarterback's running and he's handing off out wide.
That was a Nick Chubb favorite there. Run that stretch there.
Run that stretch. I'll tell you what. We did that with the Scourge.
Receivers 2x2. Matea in the shotgun. Now go from the left hash. 12 seconds left here, third quarter. Back to pass is Matea rolling out to the far side. Wells chasing him down. He gets loose. He gets the ball away, and they're going to say incomplete. That'll bring up second down with 5 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Well, the back judge, I think, had a better look at it.
And that'll bring us to the end of the action here. Third quarter in Lakewood. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to Cleveland Cobras football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network. We're back right after this.
Lena's Pierogi House is your home for the area's best variety of pierogies. Daily specials include the Polish platter, the Hungarian platter, stuffed cabbage, and halushki. Having a last-minute get-together? Lena's has you covered with a wide variety of frozen take-home pierogies and dumplings. Go to Facebook at Lena's Pierogi House to see the weekly lineup of available flavors for dine-in or carry-out. Catch the best at Lena's Monday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. 20 North Main Street in Hubbard, or call 234-254-8532.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem's local and national sports talk can be found on TuneIn and the Live 365 app at Western Reserve Radio. WRDB, The Scourge.
Fourth quarter action coming up here from Lakewood. Cobras with a 12-0 lead over the Patricians. And the turnover game going back and forth here. As we'll flip sides of the field. Not very far to go. They'll go from the 48 to the 48. It's a nice short walk for the officials.
The good thing with the Cobras is it ate the whole third quarter, so if they want to play this game, you just keep running the clock. But they're just hanging around, and you got to watch these kind of teams because they want to get in.
So Matea in the shotgun. Back to pass. Fires out to the flat. Almost caught.
Great job.
Kev Fortson on the coverage for the Cobras. And it'll bring up third down now for the Youngstown Patricians.
He actually had the ball in his hand because he jumped and he was high up, and he came in. The defender came in, Fortson came in there and just pushed him, and he was able to knock him out.
So Fortson doing his push-ups. Barrico making his way to the field. And I don't know who's coming off. Malik Gaddy now going to come off. Oh, excuse me, that's going to be Carmen coming on at the linebacker position. Brandon Carmen, the linebacker out of Massillon. Back to pass, fires down the middle, has a man open, knocked away.
Great job.
Tamir Stevens, defensively for the Cobras, gives the Patricians a fourth down. 14:27 left here in the game.
You know what, Jim? It's funny because at the very beginning of the seasons, and I will tell you, the DBs, that was something that I said. They just were not playing good football. They were getting smoked for deep patterns. They weren't jumping up at the height to knock the balls down. Don't know what happened coaching, but they got together, and I'll tell you what, these guys have turned out to be outstanding, knocking balls down and making some good plays.
Well, the good news, too, is Quay Harris back there at the safety position after he was banged up a little bit earlier in the game. So one of the objectives, I'm sure, here in the finale is to get out as healthy as you can.
Well, they have no choice. They are going for it. So
the Patricians fourth down now at the Cobra 48-yard line. They got to get to the 38 as we get a whistle. Line judge will come in. Cleveland's going to take a timeout. 13:43 left here in the game. Cobras with a 12-0 lead. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You are listening to PAFL Football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
The stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
13:43 left here, fourth quarter. Patricians with a fourth down at their own 48-yard, or excuse me, at the Cobra 48-yard line. They're going to have to get to the 38. As they get back to pass, empty backfield, under pressure, launches it downfield, and it's going to be picked off. Harris will be brought down near the 15-yard line, coach, and on fourth down, might have been smarter to push that one away, but the Cobras will have the ball, but they're going to have it a little deeper in their own side.
Yeah, it should have been fourth down. Knock it down. Now you got great field position, but, you know, them DBs, they want to say, hey, I got a pick.
Yeah, that will go it will go statistically to them, but you got to kind of be smart too.
Think.
All right, so the good way to get ready for the playoffs is to see if you can go 90 yards.
Yeah, instead of having to only go maybe 50 or 50 yards, now you got to go 90. But sustain the drive. 13:34 left. You got a whole bunch of time left.
Oh, if I was one of his corners, I think I would have. I think I might have knocked that ball away for him. It'll be first and 10. Receivers 2 by 2. Thompson in a shotgun. Robinson to his right. Robinson waiting for the snap. Back to pass. Fires downfield, and he's got him. Devin Tufts is going all the way 90 yards for the touchdown. 13:22 left here in the game. Devin Tufts goes 90 yards on the pass from Slap Thompson, and a big play for the Cleveland Cobras.
That was huge.
Gives them an 18-0 lead with 13:22 left here in the game.
I'll tell you what, though. He outran him. It was a perfect thrown ball, and there was nobody around him. He just outran the guys that were about 3 yards behind him. Good throw by Slap. Great catch, because, boy, I'll tell you what, he had to run underneath it because it looked like he had thrown a little bit too far. Outstanding.
So Thompson racking up the yards here today. That's going to be a second touchdown pass of the day. First one for both. Excuse me, that's going to be Devin Tuff's second touchdown pass of the day. Had one for 25 yards, this one for 90. So far, 115 yards receiving just in touchdowns for Devin Tuff.
We got to get this down now.
All right, Ben Lyons on to kick. CJ held a hold. Snap is back, little high, it'll get it down, kick is up, good. And it is good. 13:22 left here in the game. Cleveland with the big 90-yard touchdown pass. Slap Thompson to Devin Tufts gives Cleveland the 19-0 lead. And we're going to step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to PFL Football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local events. Tune in and be part of their live weekly shows, as well as the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the PAFL. Find them on westernreserveradio.com, tune in, and the Live 365 app to be part of the area's conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio or on Twitter at WR_radio.
The stations that always keep you in the zone.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
$13:22 left here in the game. Cleveland takes a 19-0 lead via a 90-yard touchdown pass from Slap Thompson to Devin Tufts. That will be their second connection of the day for 6. As Lyons will put a boot into this. He'll keep this one on the ground, and it'll head out of bounds. We'll get the flag. And the Patricians will get the ball right near the 40-yard line here. 13:22 left in the game. And, Coach, the Patricians better come up with something here. You got just a little bit of time to work, but you're in a 19-point hole.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. And the defenses for the Cobras have been playing absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, and as soon as you mention, you start to watch the secondary and that maturity they're starting to have now, and they're in the assignment, in respect to the assignments, and it's really paying off here.
Absolutely. Well, now let's see what we got.
So Patricians have the ball, at the 35-yard line. 13:22 left here in the game. So we'll have a change in quarterback again for the Patricians. They'll go 2-by-2 on the receivers. 1st and 10. Back to pass. Looking out to the left. Stepping up in the pocket. And find some room to work. McElroy firing across his body. And almost picked off. Quay Harris would have had his second interception of the day. And we're talking just maybe one blade of turf.
I want to tell you something. I thought he picked it. He picks that. That's a touchdown because he was on the dead run going to the right side to their bench, and there was nobody around.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Patricians at their own 35-yard line. They'll be on the negative side of the field. Under 13 minutes to play here, 4th quarter. I don't believe the Patricians have been held scoreless all year long. As it'll be an empty backfield now. 3 receivers to the near side. They'll go twins to the left. McElroy back to pass under pressure. Chased down by Malik Gaddy. He'll break contain. Actually step back, and he'll get some help from Robert Littlejohn, who will bring him down, and we're going to have a flag. And I'm not sure. And Littlejohn pulled him down by his head. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that kind of tackle, but I don't think that maybe should have been a flag, Coach.
No, I mean, I thought that.
So take a look back at on the season here is the Patricians were shut out last week against the Michigan Hurricanes. They're in danger of being shut out today as well.
I still don't think what the penalty was, because I mean he was still fighting and Little John just came and cleaned it. So I can't think of what happened.
Well, I think they're just going to say unnecessary roughness. Again, the optics were not good, but I don't think that he was wrong. If that makes any sense.
Who you say who wasn't wrong?
Little John.
Oh no, he was making a tackle. I mean, it just. I don't know. Maybe it was something that they saw down there. We're up here. We're at a bad angle.
All right.
I didn't think
we'll just label it excessive tackling, Coach. There you go.
Yeah.
Robert Littlejohn, 15 yards, excessive tackle.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll our Patricians 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Wells, Lightfoot, and Picorni, the front three for Cleveland. And Patricians again with 12 players on the field. And I know this has got to be frustrating for the Patricians. These are mental mistakes. These are pre-snap penalties that they really can't afford.
Well, that goes back to the staff, because if they're bringing people in, you got to tell them, get him out. I'm kind of confused on this.
Well, I always thought it was weird, because if you went to line up and somebody was in your position, that might be a red flag.
Yeah, it's a red flag. There's no doubt.
And then it becomes a yellow flag.
And then we're going to take your ground.
Yes. Then they will deduct 5 from you. All right. So this time it'll be Bell in the back. Twin receivers to the far side. It'll be a stand-up wing to the left as well. They'll take it up themselves, roll to the outside, fight forward, and fight his way out near the 49-yard line. Ryan Royster out of the Wildcat formation. They'll go right back to the line.
No huddle, hurry up.
Royster still at the quarterback position. He'll take it again himself, out past midfield in the Cobra territory. Met by Robert Littlejohn. And looks like he'll make it to the Cleveland side of the field. See what they're going to mark it. I don't think that was a generous mark, but they'll mark it at the Cobra 48-yard line.
Left foot, right foot.
Or
should be
close enough.
Yep, third down. There we go. Third and now, let's say 6.5.
Well, just under 10 minutes to play here in the 2025 regular season. Patricians being shut out 19-0 here. Cobras up 19-0.
This will be 2-down territory too, Jim. No matter what, they're going to go.
So McElroy on the far side there, chased by Carmen. Trying to throw it out across his body. Going to be caught. And it's going to be brought out to midfield. Across the 25, down near the 23-yard line. Landon Bates on the reception. McElroy creating time with his legs, Coach. And quite frankly, Coach, I got to wonder why McElroy hasn't remained a quarterback. He really has been able to extend these plays.
Yeah, I don't know. He does a great job. He's fast.
All right, so McElroy, quick pass out to his left, and it's going to be blown up in the backfield, but almost got back to the line of scrimmage. No. Malik Gaddy came up with the ball, but Littlejohn getting up a little bit slow, and up 19-0 with 8:46 left. I think I would probably tell him his night's done. You're going to need him next week.
Yeah.
Clock stopped at 8:46 here. Littlejohn got up. He said, I'm fine. So they're going to let him stay in the game here. Ball at the 26 now.
No, he's coming out.
All right, so he'll be replaced by Matt Federer. Really, at this point, you're up 19-0, Coach, here with just heading towards that 8.5-minute mark.
Yeah, that's still, I want to say still a lot of time, but if Cleveland then just goes into a run game, they could eat that real quick.
So McElroy will remain at the quarterback position. Receivers 2 by 2. I'll mark the ball at the 26. I'll have to get to the 14 for a first down. McElroy rolling out to the far side, trying to find a lane. He'll take a jump and then be brought down out of bounds by Federer. Kind of ripped it down by his head there, but not in the sense of a horse collar tackle. As we are now under the 8-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Ambrose Picorni making his way back to the field for Cleveland. So he'll try to wind this one down. Patricians, for whatever reason, don't seem to have a whole lot of urgency.
Well,
7.5 minutes.
We got a man down by the sidelines. I think that was the receiver.
Patricians have to get to the 14-yard line for a first down. They'll hand it off, and they're going to be close. They'll be down near the 15. They'll be about a yard short. Jordan Eaton on the carry for the Patricians. The clock will continue to run as we hit the 7-minute mark.
Fourth down.
Donovan Mormon going to check in. Joe Barrico going to head to the sideline. Mormon
eating a lot of clock.
We've talked about Donovan Mormon the last couple weeks there in that center. And we're going to get a whistle. Clock will stop, 6:52. And we're going to have a timeout here. 6:52 left here, fourth quarter. Cleveland with a 19-0 lead. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to PFL Football here on Western Reserve Radio. Available now on the iMedia One Network app. We're right back after this.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Youngstown, Warren, and Salem Sports Talk is on the iMedia One Network, Youngstown, Ohio.
6:52 left here in this game. Cleveland with a 19-0 lead. Fourth down opportunity for the Patricians now. Ball to 15. They need to get to the 14 for a first down. And I believe that's going to be Royster at quarterback. Low snap. He'll take it. He should have enough for the first down for the Patricians. Their drive will continue. Clock will also continue to run as we hit the 6:40 mark.
Boy, were they lucky on that when the ball rolled back. He just picked it up and ran.
Almost was advantageous as it looked like he stayed low to the ground because he had to pick the ball up.
He kind of fell forward.
All right. So the Patrician drive will continue. Twin receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side. They'll go with a wing to the right. LJ Rosa at the wing for the Patricians. Now Eaton going to be pulled down in the backfield by Mormon. We're going to have a flag. And was there a face mask, Coach? That came in from the line judge, and there was a one from the umpire as well. So could that be a half the distance penalty coming up? As we have a player down here. I believe that might even be Eaton.
Yeah, and I don't believe that was intentional. He just stuck his hand out, and he got him. That's hard for me to believe that he made that intentional. So, but it's still going to be a penalty.
Yep, half the distance of the goal, or half the distance to the goal, excuse me. With 6:06 left here in the fourth quarter, Cleveland with a 19-0 lead. Patricians on the verge of elimination here in the 2A portion of the PAFL. Cobras looking to go on to fill that third seed for the 2A section.
All right, well, where's the...
All right, so everybody's going to make to the sideline. That is good to see.
Where's the ball at? Okay, they gave him half the distance. They still didn't get a first down, though.
All right, so clock running here, 5:50 here. Patricians really showing no urgency. down 19-0 and on the verge of ending their 2025 PAFL season.
Shouldn't that be second down, I believe?
And we'll have a flag this time as we'll... Didn't catch with the signals. He gave it to the referee. Gave it to the other side.
Motion, legal motion, maybe.
Hard to say right now. Trey Bell at quarterback for the Patricians.
I don't know what the call was.
So our referee stood back and he looked at the visiting sideline and gave a signal. Unfortunately, we are on the home side.
Yeah. I think it was illegal motion. I'm pretty sure that's what it was because it was a 5-yard penalty. So.
All right. So
I just want to know what down it is. It's got to be second.
So clock continuing to run here as we approach the 5-minute mark. Patricians have not scored, according to Mark Means, since the second quarter of the first meeting between the Cobras and the Patricians. Bell taking it himself up there, and he's going to be wrapped up by a Donovan Mormon. Mormon, I'm pretty sure in some countries they're married now.
It's either that or give me more because I just
Wow.
ate your face.
Wow.
Oh, my Lord. He just engulfed him.
All right.
Wow.
Somebody call somebody, though.
Woo-wee.
He's got a family. Goodness gracious. 4.5 minutes left here in the game.
And then falls on him. Hits him and then falls on him. And that's a whole lot of, yeah.
That's just an insult to injury at that
You
point.
ain't kidding.
So McElroy at the quarterback position. Bell now heading to the sideline. No penalty here. Are we going to have?
We have a timeout.
All right, timeout here. I think the Patricians may have had an illegal substitution coming up, but they'll take a timeout. We'll step aside for a quick break. You're listening to PFL Football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local events. Tune in and be part of their live weekly shows as well as the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the PAFL. Find them on westernreserveradio.com, tune in, and the Live 365 app to be part of the area's conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio or on Twitter at WR_radio.
The stations that are always ahead of the game. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast. Youngstown, Ohio.
.410 left here, fourth quarter. Cobras with a 19-0 lead. I believe second and goal, I believe, according to our down marker there.
Yeah.
As McElroy will be back at the quarterback position. Two receivers to the right side. That'll be Bell. He'll move to a little bit closer to the inside. McElroy rolling out to the near side, trying to find some room to run under the pursuit, and he's going to be brought down. I don't know if he broke the line of scrimmage, and it looks like that's going to go down as a sack. C.J. Hale on the tackle.
No, they lost yards again.
So C.J. Hale gets credit for a sack, and we have a flag on the play. So dead ball, personal foul against the Patricians, and that's going to push them back 15. So that penalty coming after the whistle will push them back. The down will count, and they will mark the ball at the Cobra 31-yard line with under 4 minutes to play.
You know what? I'll tell you something about this officiating crew today. They've done an outstanding job. They really have. They've let them play, and I think they've done a good job.
Well, except for that giving the signals across the field.
Well, yeah, they should be facing us, but that's all right. Maybe they don't know that we're radio.
All right, we'll go with that.
I mean, I don't know what else to tell you.
I don't know either. We're making it up as we go along. McElroy in the shotgun. Two receivers to the left side. Single receiver to the far side. Have wings to each side as well. McElroy.
Whoa.
High snap, brings it down. Fires downfield. One-on-one, and it's going to be knocked away. And that's Terrell Lively defensively for the Cobras.
So that's going to be change of possession.
And with 3:10 left here in the game, the Cobras will take over 1st and 10. And, Coach, you would think right now would be all academic as far as putting this one away.
Yeah, I mean, right now they do still have 2 timeouts, I believe, and but I think that's irrelevant. You're 3 scores down.
Yeah, and I don't see the point here. Keep it on the ground, get out here healthy, and
if
head to week 1 of the playoffs.
Yeah, just get out of here now. Just run the ball, do what you got to do, keep the clock running, go down to the 2-minute warning.
So Patricians defense on the field. Isaac Coker going to be one of the safeties for Youngstown. Actually, he's going to be a corner, I believe. I don't know. He doesn't know either. We miss Isaac. Thompson still in the game. Robinson to his right. He'll give it to Robinson to eat this clock up. He'll try to slide one, and he'll actually drag a Patrician past the 35 down near maybe the 37-yard line. And no rush now as we have under 3 minutes to play here.
Yeah, just take your time now. Get it down to, try to run another play, get it down to the 2-minute warning. You should be fine. You got second and about 3, long 3.
Yeah, you have to get to the 41. They're at the 38 now, so a nice second and short. If you're any coach on this staff, this is a great situation to be working in, as you're just looking to get out of here healthy on both feet. Thompson waiting for the snap. Quick pass out to the near side. And fight his way past the 40, 41. And down to the 45-yard line. Plenty enough for a Cleveland first down. Clock will continue to run as we hit the 2-minute mark of the 4th quarter. And we'll get the whistle here as we come to the last 2 minutes of the regular season here in the PAFL. Cobras with a 19-0 lead. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to PFL Football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sports. Time, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
Coming out of 2-minute warning here, Cleveland with a 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. A.J. Bradford now in at the quarterback position. He'll drop the snap under pressure, going to be brought down in the backfield. For Bradford, an auspicious start here on the first play. 2nd down now for Cleveland. Not sure if that was going to be nerves or just maybe the snap was a little off.
Yeah, the snap. I don't think he was ready for the snap. It was like surprise.
All right. So they will mark this back at the 38-yard line. Cobras have to get to the Patrician 45 for a first down. They'll move the huddle back a little bit as Bradford seeing his first action of the year at quarterback for the Cobras. 1:20 left here in the game. Cleveland with a 19-0 lead. As they'll go twin receivers to each side. TJ Johnson in there at the running back position. He'll be to the right. Assume this is going to be a handoff to Johnson. Bradford from the Mount Vernon area.
He's a little nervous out there.
Oh, you see those guys coming at you, Coach? I might be a little nervous here on my first bit of action. The official trying to
there it is.
Let them know.
He was waiting for the 10 count.
All right, so I think TJ Johnson's actually going to take the snap this time. And he's going to take a knee. And that should wrap it up as we come to the end of the 2025 regular season here in the PAFL. Cleveland will get the shutout 19-0 over the Youngstown Patricians. They will head to the playoffs, Coach, and although not as clean as you would like to see it in Week 8, it's a win nonetheless. Defensively, of course, played well they put up the shutout.
Yeah, I think both teams played quite well. It's just that the Cobras made less mistakes, and they were able to capitalize on it. But great football game throughout, just like the first one that we called in Youngstown. So outstanding job by both teams. Sportsmanship was there. That's good. I like to see when there's an injury that they go over and attend to the players on the other side. So overall, great football game, good stats, and off to the playoffs.
We'll step aside for a timeout. We'll come back and give you a scoring recap, and we will wrap it up here from Lakewood. You are listening to PFL Football here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
Are you tired of switching apps just to catch your favorite shows and live events? Say hello to the iMedia One Network app, your one-stop destination for streaming and everything that matters. From national sports to exclusive local content, Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast are now all in one place, anytime, anywhere. Download the free iMedia One Network app on iOS and Android and unlock the future of sports audio in the palm of your hand. The iMedia One Network, your sports app in the Valley.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
Your home for PAFL football is the iMedia One Network. Western Reserve Radio, Western Reserve Radio 2, and City View Sportscast, Youngstown, Ohio.
Back here one last time as we wrap it up from Lakewood, the final game of the 2025 season here for the Cleveland Cobras. They will head to the playoffs. For the Youngstown Patricians, they will be bounced from the 2A portion of the playoffs here. The Cobras get the 19-0 win. Take a look at the scoring recap here as it would start off in the first quarter with 8:45 left as Robinson, who impressed all night, headed into the end zone to give the Cobras a 6-0 lead. And it would be a missed extra point that would let the score remain 6-0. In the second quarter, with just 58 seconds left, it would be Dave Thompson hitting Devin Tufts on a 25-yard touchdown pass. The Cobras would take a 12-0 lead going into the locker room. And the only score of the second half would be a fourth quarter play here from the 10-yard line. Slap Thompson, 90 yards to Devin Tufts to give Cleveland the 19-0 lead. That would be the final score as they would convert on the extra point. That time, the Patricians get shut out for the second week in a row. And for Cleveland, probably a performance you like to have seen, again, like I said earlier, a little bit cleaner, but they get the shutout, they put up the points they need, they head to week one of the playoffs.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, so you don't score 60 points. It doesn't matter. As long as that W is on your side. Defensively, I think they did an outstanding job because, after all, they did hold them to 0 points. I mean, as Coach Noble would say, bend but don't break, and that's exactly what they did.
Saw some people in some different positions today. Saw Malik Gaddy for second time in as many weeks, I believe, at the defensive back position. C.J. Hale, we saw him defensively as well. So, again, people learning to move around here. As you get around, you never know when you're going to need them, and they really were they did a great job as far as being productive.
Well, they may have worked themselves in a starting position because maybe they weren't getting enough playing time and on offense and say, hey, coach, give me a little bit of shot on the defense. And, man, they shine. So, again, they're football players. A lot of these guys, you don't know what schools they came from. A lot of teams that, in high school, they have to go both ways. So they're good athletes offensively and defensively. So that's probably what happened.
So the Cobras head to the playoffs. So keep an eye on our social media all week long here as we'll update you on what the matchup is going to be, where it's going to be. I think I have an idea, but I want to make sure that I am correct before we give out any bad information here for the Youngstown Patricians. Talk about John Galbraith and that crew over there. I think they've done an excellent job in establishing a foundation down in the Youngstown area. And we talked about the connection they have with the Youngstown Diocese in terms of using the Patricians name. Their records will go into the records with the old version of the Patricians back 1910, 1920s. So that is special in and of itself, but a lot to build on for the Youngstown Patricians.
Yeah, and they'll be fine. I'll tell you what, they got a good bunch. I think they're young. They got a good nucleus, so I'm sure there's going to be some in, some out, but that's okay. They get the right people in there, and they're doing just fine. They're good athletes, and it shows it. I mean, they hung with a team that, how many years has the Cobra been in existence?
Yeah, I believe since 2007, so a long time there. And
so they hung with a team that's been in existence. They've only been here 2 years, so can't beat that.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take away for the Youngstown Patricians, and we look forward to them building and see how they're going to do next year here as they evolve as the only team really in the Youngstown area. So very excited tonight here as we've had Western Reserve Radio 2, Mark Means, Dave Clark, Dave Ferris here in the booth as well, as we get an opportunity to kind of all work together here. Sounds like we're talking to somebody else here, and we actually were, but a good time here as we wrap up the regular season. And we will, just in a couple weeks here, coming up August 21st, we will have our first high school football game here as Mark Means, Dave Clark, and Dave Ferris will have the Liberty Leopards and the Camel Red Devils on a Thursday night to open the season, and we're certainly looking forward to that.
Very good. Yep, can't wait. It's right around the corner, and I know I talked to my brother about Poland, and he said they're getting ready, so we'll see what happens.
The only thing about that, Coach, that means summer is dwindling down, and you know how I love the heat.
Yeah, well, I still think it's going to last until October myself, because May was rainy and cold, and we didn't get hit to anything until June. So I really think everything's shifting back.
You know what? I hope you're right.
Well,
I would love to have a warm Halloween coming up here in the fall.
We got to get a hold of Rich Morgan and see if he can tell us.
For everybody here at the iMedia One Network, for the coach, Bob Gessler, I'm Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us again here in Lakewood. Your score one last time. The Cleveland Cobras, they get the shutout win tonight, 19-0 over the Youngstown Patricians. And we will see you all back here next Saturday for week 1 of the PAFL playoffs. Have a great week, everybody.
Good night, all.
We thank you for joining us for the